What if I told you everything you think you know about the Matrix is only the surface? Behind the green code, slow-motion bullets, and black leather lies one of the most complicated and dangerous productions in modern cinema. When The Matrix hit theaters in 1999, it didn't just change science fiction, it rewired how movies were made. But getting it made was almost impossible. Warner Brothers thought the script was too smart for audiences. The Wachowskis, who had never directed a big-budget film before, had to prove they could pull it off. So they storyboarded the entire movie, 600 pages of hand-drawn frames, until the studio finally said yes. But that yes led straight into chaos. Keanu Reeves, cast as Neo, had just undergone neck surgery and couldn't kick for months. Yet he trained 4 hours a day in martial arts, pushing through pain, determined to become the one. Carrie-Anne Moss, playing Trinity, twisted her ankle during the iconic lobby shootout, but she kept going, terrified she'd be replaced. Even Hugo Weaving, Agent Smith himself, tore a muscle during a fight scene and finished the take before admitting he was injured. The movie's most legendary moment, bullet time, wasn't CGI magic. It was real cameras. The team built a rig of 120 still cameras around the actors, firing one after another in perfect timing to create that slow-motion effect. It took weeks to align, but it changed cinema forever. And that cascading green matrix code? It's not numbers or programming. It's actually Japanese sushi recipes scanned from a cookbook. So yes, the Matrix is technically made of sushi. The Wachowskis wanted the Matrix to be more than action. They filled it with philosophy. The cast was required to read dense works like Simulacra and Simulation and Out of Control. In fact, Neo hides his illegal software inside Simulacra and Simulation in the movie, a direct nod to the theme of false realities. Then comes the red pill, blue pill scene, one of the most famous moments in film history. Look closely at Morpheus's sunglasses. In one lens you see the blue pill, in the other, the red. Zoom in further, and you can spot the reflection of the camera hidden between them, a clever visual metaphor about perspective and illusion. Neo's passport expiration date? September 11th, 2001. 2 years before the real event. Fans still debate whether it was coincidence or eerie prediction. Every color in the film has purpose. Scenes inside the Matrix are tinted green, to feel artificial and coded. Scenes in the real world are blue and cold, the harsh truth of reality. And when the two blur, the colors blend, symbolizing confusion between illusion and truth. Even the sound design hides meaning. The hum of the Matrix code is actually slowed-down recordings of rain on glass. Hypnotic, almost alive. The cast trained for 4 months before filming, learning wire work and kung fu under legendary choreographer Yuen Wu-ping. He refused to start shooting until every actor could perform their stunts perfectly. No doubles, no shortcuts. But danger was everywhere. During a rooftop explosion scene, one blast went off early, nearly melting a camera lens. In another stunt, Keanu's wire snapped, sending him crashing to the floor, thankfully unhurt. And believe it or not, Will Smith was originally offered the role of Neo, but turned it down to star in Wild Wild West. He later called it the biggest mistake of my career. Even the ships in the real world carry meaning. Nebuchadnezzar, Logos, Hammer, each name taken from biblical or philosophical texts about truth, dreams, and awakening. The Wachowskis didn't just make a sci-fi film, they created a modern myth. A story about control, illusion, and the terrifying freedom that comes when you finally see the truth. And that final moment, Neo flying into the sky, wasn't meant to be flashy. It symbolized hope. Humanity, finally awake, breaking free from the system that enslaves it. 25 years later, The Matrix still feels like a prophecy. Its influence stretches from filmmaking to philosophy, video games, and even how we talk about reality itself. Because once you see The Matrix, you can't unsee it. This is Scene Diary, where cinema's hidden stories come to life. If you love discovering the secrets behind legendary films, hit subscribe, drop a like, and tell us in the comments. Which Matrix fact blew your mind the most?